So, what is the impact of technology on our health? I think it's very important that you actually know what that is because your health is probably the most important thing in your life. Because if you don't have health, you really don't have anything. You don't have too much to gain. Because let's say you have $1 million. If your health's out of check, you can't enjoy that $1 million because all you're worried about is your health. So if you can get your health right, make sure that's number one. Secondly, what is actually the impact of technology on our health? So let's start off with the first one, sleep. That's the first thing that comes to mind when I think of technology on our health. And I think sleep is definitely very important, but I can't really talk because I don't really manage my time really well, so I don't get efficient sleep. But here's what I can say. I can say that when I do have a good night's sleep, I think a lot clearer. When I think clearer, I get more done. I achieve more. I think more clearly, and I feel better in general. Why would you not want to feel better? But in general, the reason why most people actually can't flip that switch of getting to bed on time is because of one thing. Actually, it's two things, but they're related to the same thing. It's our phones. Our phones are the most important and impactful thing in our sleep because there's this thing called blue light. Blue light is a type of light that actually decreases the amount of melatonin that is produced in your brain. I don't even know where it's produced, but it actually decreases the amount of melatonin in your brain. So because of that, it's not as good for you. Because if let's say you're watching TikTok like at 8 p.m., you're not gonna be able to sleep. Even if you finish at 8 p.m., you finish watching TikTok, it's gonna be a lot harder for you to fall asleep because you had decreased melatonin levels in your brain or in your system. Also, it doesn't just affect how long it takes you to sleep, it also affects how well you sleep, the quality of your sleep. Because the quality of your sleep is, I feel like it's a lot more important than the quantity of your sleep. If you get quality sleep, you're doing something right. Because quality sleep is kind of hard to achieve if you don't have the right health. Health is the biggest factor in being able to fall asleep because if you don't have a good diet, if you don't have a good routine, you're not gonna be able to fall asleep quick and you're gonna have insomnia, okay? So make sure you take care of your health so you can actually have better health. So the more you take care of your health, the better your health gets because your health is getting better and you're aware. It's easier for your body to actually take care of your health because you're aware of how you're treating your body, and your body is easier for you to do certain things. You're a lot more clear-headed, So that's another thing. And another thing is TikTok, Reels, stuff like that. Short attention span. It's called short attention span. So when you have a short attention span, it kind of messes with your brain a little bit more. And there's another thing. Actually, I want to remove short attention spans. We're not even going to talk about that today. Short attention spans not the problem. What is the problem is how people are perceived on social media. Because the way people are perceived on social media is kind of backwards. Because the happiest people don't really post on social media. They post kind of. The loneliest people post on social media a lot. Because the happier you are, the less you are on social media. Because you have things that you're doing that you want to achieve. Like for me, I have a business. I want to achieve that. I don't have time to be posting on. So I don't care about social media. But the more you're on social media, you see people doing better than you, and they act like they're better than you, but really they're not as good. They show the best side of them, the best side they have. They show that, but they don't show you the time they spend, all the hard moments they go through. It's kind of a lie, Social media is just the good parts of life, good parts. That's it. When you see the good parts of life, you want to say, yeah, I suck. It affects your mental health, of course. So that's another thing about social media, just affecting you mentally, your mental health. So when your mental health is affected, it also affects your physical health, because then your eating habits are wrong. And when your eating habits are wrong, then it goes to sleep, and then it goes to everything else. It goes to your everything. It goes absolutely everywhere. So make sure, stay away from social media and find a purpose, because technology can really fuck you up. Another thing I can say, is technology is actually good for us. Of course, technology is good for us. Tony Robbins is talking about new technology. I was listening to, and he was talking about stem cell research and how using stem cells can actually make you younger. And really, what aging is not anything else. It's just the communication of cells breaking down. That's all aging is. So the more you age, the more the communication between cells starts to diminish. So, in light of that fact, that's the new technology that we're actually creating. Technology is a good thing, so if you can manage it, all right. Another part of technology is you could also talk about how technology allows you to access a lot more information about health. So if you're able to access information, that makes you more intelligent, more knowledgeable, and it makes you aware of what not to do when it comes to health. For example, when it comes to health, of course, don't eat junk food. But like I would have never discovered that. There's this one thing on your pans that you're not supposed to cook with, and it's called forever chemicals that stay in your body forever. I think it's called Teflon. It's called Teflon. And you're not supposed to be using them, because at a certain temperature it seeps into your food, and when you eat it, it stays in your body forever. So that's why you got to use different types of pans that doesn't have anything. So I would have known about that if hasn't come to technology. So technology is a good way to inform. But here's another thing: you got to remember that most people don't use technology correctly. They use it for short-term pleasure. That's all I use it for. If you can learn how to use it to inform yourself, technology is a good impactor in your health. If you use it for short-term pleasure, it's very bad for you. It's just how you use technology. Technology is not the problem, you're the problem. Wow, that was bars. I am so smart. I am so smart. I might become a motivational speaker one day.